Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special edition of the Idle Park Talk Show. Today we have the most famous female Cameroon comedian right now, in the person of Yaakii Bella.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Idle Park Talk Show, and thank you so much for having us. We are in your city, in the city of Montreal. So, my fans have a lot of questions for you. First, is that your real name?
No, it's a make-up name from my original names. My original names are Christabel Kinyoy. So I decided to remove Bella from the Christabel and I Yaakii from the Kinyoy. So I put Yaakii Bella.
So how did you get into making short comedies? Because you're creating a lot of laughter on the internet, making a lot of people happy. How did you get into that?
Originally, I did not begin from short comedies. I began this thing from just saying. I remember I began it with a spelling. I was doing spelling with my children, and I posted it on my page because that is what we were doing in school. I remember when I was in Form 1, I was asked several times to read a conversation, and usually when I read the conversation, it used to bring a lot of laughter in class, and I will be asking myself why people are laughing. And so I just thought maybe I should start doing spelling with my children and putting it. And whenever I do spelling and put, I realized people reacted a lot with comments and compliments. So that is where I began from, till at one moment I decided to be doing some short sketches or whatever they call it.
So another question: what was your first reaction when people found out your little skates made them very happy, and then you received lots of comments? How did you know that was something people were interested?
First of all, my reaction, I was flabbergasted when I saw the reaction of people, because to me I wasn't expecting that kind of turnout. But when I saw the way people were interested in what I was saying, and it was really making people laugh, I thought it wise that maybe I should come out with more of it, so that, because that is my daily life. Speaking like that there's no other way I speak. So
that brings us to the question that a lot of people are also asking: is that how you really speak, or do you have to fake it a little bit?
my brother, as I'm speaking like this is how I speak. There's no addition, no subtraction. This is my way of life. How can I fake the if something is fake? At least at one moment you would have realized that I'm faking now. Yeah. But that is me.
Yeah. And your influence is also from where you are from. You're originally from So.
Yeah.
Which village precisely?
I was born and bred in Yaakii. Yaakii is my village of origin. I did most of my primary and secondary school in Yaakii, and then it's only during when I was about to go to university that I migrated from Yaakii to Buea.
So what are your inspirations for the skits that you do?
My inspiration is nothing more but daily life activities. I just look at something. I can just look at you and I just develop a skit. My inspiration is everything I see. Nothing really.
It's your children, your family.
Yeah, my children, my family, everybody around me is an inspiration to me. Everything is an inspiration.
So, do your children know that you're very popular on the internet and you have a lot of fans and lots of people watching your skits?
Of course, when my children see the number of followers I have, especially on TikTok, they are telling me, Mom, the social media is not fair, because they don't understand how a poor accent can have such a massive, how do they call it, a crowd of followers or what?
And can you remember how many followers do you have on TikTok?
On TikTok, I have I don't know why you people call it TikTok, because TO is 2. When you put K behind, is Tuk. I don't understand where Tuk is coming from. So I will call it TikTok. TikTok I have 40,000 followers. And Facebook, I'm almost nearing 100K followers.
And can you guess who are the people responding on your skit? Like the comments, are they people from your village? Are they people from
Oh my
a
God,
particular
I
region?
cannot say they are people from my village. People from my village are just a minority. The number of people who have followed me are people out of my place of origin. Like, because when I look at my normal Facebook page where I have just my friends and people I grew up with, they are not, the accent don't really move them that much, because that is our accent. Instead is people from outside, like the other regions of Cameroon, that I see they are interested in it and they really love it. I don't know whether they love it or I still don't get it.
So, were you surprised that people found the accent very interesting and it was a source of happiness and laughter to them?
Of course, I'm very surprised, because I don't know how an accent will make people to be interested in you that much. Can you excuse me? I'm on the camera. Thank you. I don't understand how people will be interested in an accent like that, because I see people with a lot of educative material on the social media, but I barely see people following them or even being interested. Then I just come with silly jokes and funny accent, and as they call it, because my accent, I like it, people call it is funny, and I see how people are interested in it, and it's
But to be honest, you're educated. You know how to spell words correctly. Is this just how you pronounce them differently? Do you think that played a factor?
that I cannot say I pronounce them different. We spell words correctly. For example, goat is GOAT. We spell it good, we call it good, but the spelling, some people call it got, or whether it's got or they want to call it what, but to us is good, like that. So I don't see any difference. So long as you spell the word correctly, how you pronounce it doesn't really matter, so long as somebody tries to get the message you are passing across. I think that is what is pertinent for me.
Say, what will you want to say to all your fans around the world?
I will only tell my friends to keep laughing, because the essence of me creating this, coming out with this, was to make people to laugh and release some form of stress. And also I think that's all I can say.
So, what is next for Yaakii Bella and her social media exploits?
I think social media, this accent has given me an opportunity to monetize my my accent. I will not say my page, monetize my accent, join together with my page. So I think my next step is to see how to make money from this accent, because if I can have that number of followers, then I think I should be making money from it.
What do you have to tell your fans?
I love my fans. I love my fans. Those who compliment, those who just comment, those who insult, those who appreciate. Because when I read literature, we were taught by one of our teachers, no work of art is a success without for any form of criticism. So those who come to criticize, I highly appreciate them, because you will not be able to criticize any work if you have not gone through that work. So going through that work before criticizing is a plus for me. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate those who appreciate and tell me to go ahead with it. Whether they are telling me to go ahead to way with this accent, I have not yet known, but I will just be going ahead. I just want to say thank you to all of them.
Thank you very much.